Hi, welcome back. This is going to be a reading for Cancer, and it is February 15th, or whenever this message does find you, it may resonate here. We're starting out with a few decks that I pre-shuffled, and then we'll jump into some tarot. The first card here, these are all archetypes, and these are, to explain them, they're patterns we can exhibit, tendencies we have, personalities that surface. They all contain both light and dark sides to them. They're about any potential energies that we may be exhibiting or showing coming up in our in this story here. So we're starting out with the threshold. This is, the gate, the doorway, this is really an initiation here. I'm feeling a lot of awakening here. So, we cross thresholds constantly throughout life, consciously and unconsciously. These are doorways or entryways on our path. When this card falls out, it signifies that you stand on the precipice of something bigger. It's not your typical place to be. You may be a little unsure of your next step. You might not know how you arrived at this gate, this doorway here, this initiation, but you're being urged to step into a new reality here, okay? And it's going to require you to leave behind the you that you thought you were, that you knew so well. It's not easy work, this threshold initiation, but it means a part of you will be lost in order to make space for what is next. A metaphorical death, okay, must occur here. You might not recognize where you are headed, yourself, even at times here during this time. So this card is really beckoning you to take that step, just that one necessary step toward the future that is calling you. This is all about growth. This is, sometimes actually not even voluntarily. Sometimes the universe just throws this at us and makes us cross this boundary, okay, through these circumstances far beyond our control. And either way, we can't go back to a way we once were. It's showing up here with the castle. So the castle is, or the palace, the fortress here. The castle is loaded with duality. So it represents, abundant riches, fantasies, wonders, lavishness, yet the walls are thick. It's cold. It's shadowy. Okay. So this card points to a tendency to hold on to possessions or a position that, the image of achievement here. And, it can speak about the spell of materialism also. The castle can be a motivating force or a goal to travel toward, but it's not best to linger in the walls of any deception for too long. Don't hold yourself back here in any cold places here where you aren't seeing any growth. The next card is the empty room. So think of this as the vortex. Okay, this is something that really, maybe haunt us for, we may be feeling lack or wanting, craving something to fill ourselves with. A lot of times, too often, we attempt to fix this discomfort of the empty room by any means necessary. This can be toxic behavior or habits. And, ironically, the empty room or vortex is really filled to the brim with potential, but we perceive it as maybe not enough. So this card is more of a cry for patience, for a need to wait for a true vision and purpose here. This is talking about being with the nothingness right now and with the impatience, settling into the magic of emptiness, and there you will hear the wisdom meant for you. I don't know if any of you are familiar with either, Esther Hicks, how she speaks about the vortex and aligning yourself to that what you want to manifest into your life. Or, maybe Dr. Joe Dispenza, he has a few good meditations, even here on YouTube as well. You know, calming, bringing yourself into this emptiness, this nothingness here. Those may be a few people you may want to look into listening here. Basically, that is saying a day of silence is a surefire way to harness the power of the empty room, before moving forward here. And then we have the medallion. This could be, the talisman, the heirloom. This is all about the passing of objects that are considered to be special or sacred. Sometimes it's a ritual in families, heirlooms between family members or lovers or, of that nature, things that are passed on or things that we hold and are sacred or special to us here. So, we like mementos of all kind. So when we're giving these gifts or these gifts are given to us, it's important to recognize that they may bind us to this unspoken agreement or promise. When the medallion card appears in a reading, be aware of how the objects you hold dear may be embedded with an unconscious energy or an expectation. Talking about, what do you collect? What do you covet? And why? Is there an object that you have held on to for years that you're ready to release? Or perhaps it's time to reach out for a medallion that aligns you with your values. This is all about upholding traditions, protection, honoring something. Since this came up, you may be somebody that's drawn to crystals, the vibrations, the energies, the metaphysical properties of them as well here. The next deck is, telling you about what could be going on in this story here. So this is definitely a journey. I mean, we're starting out with progressions with this journey card. This is all about your journey through life. You can't choose the cycles that you live through, but you can always choose how you respond to them. So let your future and where you want to be become that lighthouse to guide you now. There's going to be obstacles to work around. There always are in life, but trust that this journey is a larger, complex pattern, and every choice you make changes how it unfolds. So this is all about trusting in yourself and setting your own sails, okay? Then we have the descendant or the invitation. So when this card first came out, what I pictured with what I saw was an invitation from the divine, from the universe, for you to enter into a more spiritual self, honestly. I'll tell you about the card here, but that was the first reaction that I had here as the cards fell. So this invitation, so our ascendant describes how we enter the world. The descendant is the place where you invite others that you see as equal come into your world. So this is a calling for you to look at how you invite others into your world, how you relate to them, welcoming while also keeping healthy boundaries in place. If you notice that you keep people at a distance or avoid meeting new people, ask yourself why. This can be about how we give our power away when instead of working together, we ask others to be that thing that is missing in ourselves here, which we talked a little bit about in that empty room card. There's a need for to invite relationships that are clear, healing, nurturing, self-responsible, and encouraging, really, on mutual grounds for both you and the other person or people. And then the next card is Gemini here, and it's about cross-pollination. So if you're familiar with Gemini here, it's the twins sign. This asks us to weave a web of connections, to build networks, to use our humor and all forms of communication, actually. Words are really at the heart of the issue here that you're facing. There could be a tension somewhere in a situation, and you're being asked to see what is blocking any lines of communication and open that up, release that blockage, gather and share information, most importantly, sharing, not listening to gossip. This is about, talking with people as if they are your true equals. And, if something is bothering you, find a place to release it, get it out on the table, talk it over. All right. We're all in this together feeling. Help any unexpressed feelings come out. This is all about being heard, okay, and working together with those around you. And then we have Saturn, which is all about structure. So honestly, this card is really saying step into that next level of maturity, of personal authority. The energy around you is really pushing you to grow right now in a big way, to discipline yourself. I feel like, you may be feeling like you are being given all kinds of tests right now. And they're allowing you to prove what you know to yourself and to others. This is all about studying, coping with disappointments, growing up. Careful not to cling on to any old concepts of success. Hold on to a system that is, restricting. You don't want to do that. Your potential. This is what you are able to do. There's so much more than what you think of yourself right now. So don't feel discouraged. You got this. You're really being called to wisdom and maturity, to know your gifts, also your limitations. Okay. So this is all about empowering yourself here. And I did pre-shuffle an Archangel deck here as well. And what came out is really simply amazing here. So we have the King of Michael, which is very ambitious, well respected here. It's about wisdom and like staying in your integrity. Okay. There's a situation that calls for you to be honest with a lot of open communication right now. And what fell with that is the Four of Ariel. So this is about realizing that what you give out, also you receive. A little bit about being resistant to change and holding back too. So this is asking you not to be resistant to any changes. You're being pushed to really walk through this doorway to grow up, be self-disciplined, find your power inside yourself here for your future here, your journey. All right. And then we have the King of Raphael, which is very generous, honorable here. And this is all about how it's safe to trust. You can accomplish so many things, and about following your creative passion here. So I do get this feeling that you're being pushed to challenge yourself right now and follow your heart, mostly because also it fell with the 10 of Ariel. So that's all about everything you have to be grateful for right now. Also, it means financial success. So this could be an endeavor that brings in tangible finances, success, structure, stability here as well. So, very rewarding. Okay, this journey that you're on is turning out to be very rewarding. And if you're not feeling that now, trust, have faith that it will be. Okay, so let's go with this deck, Cancer, and see. Let's ask about that threshold that you're walking through in your journey here right now, that you're being pushed to go through. The Page of Cups. This could be loving, honoring, and respecting yourself here is what I feel. Accepting yourself, your limitations. Yeah, okay, so we have the Seven of Cups also and the Page of Swords. This is listening. I mean, you can, see this person really listening to the signs, to what's going on around them here. And with the Seven of Cups in this, I'm really feeling we're leaving this scattered energy here. I mean, so this person is holding this piece of their face down. You know, it's almost a whole face, but we're missing a little bit, and they're being pulled in all these directions. They're a little overwhelmed with what's going on. Maybe projecting a false persona, not being able to be who they are, not being able to follow their passion and show other people who they truly are. Maybe a little bit afraid or apprehensive to do so here. And then we have enlightenment, awakening, the Hanged One here, seeing things from a new perspective. But here it's not only a new perspective, but it's a whole new start. This is weaving things together here. That cross-pollination card, working together, working with your gifts and your limitations, learning how to harness that power, seeing things from this new perspective for a fresh new start. Really bearing it all here is what I see. And being honest with yourself, with others, communicating well. Also, the Queen of Swords has the incredible ability to cut out anything that doesn't serve her. Okay, so you got this. If you have fallen into any negative mindsets or negative thinking, or any illusions of entrapment, holding yourself back, you have the power to cut out anything that isn't working right now here, seeing things from that new perspective, realizing the power that you have here. You may have held back emotions a little bit here as well. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we had the Nine of Wands. I really see somebody who has this is the Wounded Warrior card here. It's been a long journey. I mean, a long, tough road. Again, dressed in this white here, though, ready for a new beginning, ready for the end of this hardship. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel here, but, it's taken a toll on you. The arms here are barely even attached anymore. Feeling very tired from this journey, beat up. Okay, almost feeling like maybe you couldn't go on. You didn't want to go on at some point here. But the message in that card is keep going. You got it. Don't give up. All right. Juggling. Yeah, I mean, I got that a little bit with this overwhelmed feeling, juggling to keep everything in balance. Maybe, not knowing, trusting your gut, but then the logical thinking comes in and you're, second guessing yourself. All right. And juggling between that. Money could have been an issue as well here. Anything else here? And we have this beautiful Death card. This is the transformation. This is the, really, I mean, it's all about releasing yourself from, again, anything that didn't serve you here, cutting out, really transforming yourself. This is a death and a rebirth here, bearing it all, coming to terms with what you want, how you see your life here. And it's really all about that threshold, all about taking that first step. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. This is a brand new spiritual path that you're being urged to go down right now. I saw that earlier, and you have all of the power. I think that it's been a long time coming here. A little up in your head about it, worry here as well. But honestly, the universe is pushing you to go down. You're being invited here to take this new journey, maybe work with some new people here. And it's all for maybe a mentor also. Listening to the wisdom of your ancestors or guardian angels, really strong here. But you're being pushed to move forward and not give up. here. Let's pull from this deck here and find out anything else we need to be aware of for Cancer. What is going on here? Anything we need to be aware of? The decision here. And so we have the decision and the Strength card and the Empress. So what this says here, I do feel apprehension about this decision. You may be planning an entire new direction, feeling like you don't know which way to go. You may feel a little bit isolated here as well. You know, and it can be scary to stop everything that you've known, to go in a new direction that you haven't been down that road before. Okay. So there's a little bit of apprehension, stopping to weigh pros and cons, really getting in touch with yourself, finding out where you see yourself in the future here. You have the strength. I mean, this is coming. You have the strength, even in the toughest of situations, in the dark and scary, empty rooms in that castle that we talked about. This, you know, the universe has given you the strength. And honestly, with this Empress, energy coming out, the Empress is all about birthing new ideas, new creations here. But, you know, in this card here, somebody's helping her get dressed. She's missing a shoe. There's a need for some discipline. And like we mentioned before here, maybe some maturity or getting ourselves organized, all right, is coming through here. You know, this Empress is, you know, she's missing a shoe here. Somebody's helping her get dressed. There could have been a little bit of solitude, maybe a little depression also. And if so, take that time. You know, we mentioned earlier, take that time to that day on your own, do something creative here that really speaks to you here. But ultimately, you have the strength to make this decision and move out of this energy, and you'll get there. I mean, we have the 10 of Ariel coming up here earlier, and a little bit of disheveled energy is what's coming across right now. You're getting help. I mean, that's clear here, either from another person around you or from the universe, from your guardian angels or a mentor. There is help coming here for you. Help to focus. This is the Eight of Pentacles. Help to focus on your path ahead. No matter what the challenge is here, you're going to be able to do it. You know, I see this person really focused on what they're doing. They're displaying their own creations also. You may even be asked to share your gifts with others, share your creativity, and sort of display yourself and your talents is what I want to say. It's going to be hard for you to do that. Maybe you are not used to being so vulnerable or out in the open, or people seeing you or that side of you, I want to say here. So it could be a little bit uncomfortable here also. But that is what you're being pushed to do or urged to do here. Let's see what we have here. Four of Swords, exactly, healing. Take that time. Take that time to yourself. You know, journal, take a walk outside, take a nap, take a salt bath. Take the time for you. You do need some time away, you know, maybe a weekend away. This is a need for healing so that we can get back on track. We can restore our energy reserves, right? Nine of Wands again. You know, it's a tough journey here, but again, the Nine of Wands is so much being proud of how far you've come, okay? And the Nine of Wands is you are almost at the end. Like, you can see the end there. You're not just beginning this journey. You've been on this journey and you're almost there. Push yourself a little bit further, even if you don't feel like you can do it, okay? You can. Honestly, with these last two cards, trust your intuition. The High Priestess is coming out. Some hidden knowledge may be coming out. We did talk about this threshold and this doorway into learning more about yourself, learning more about whatever fills your heart, studying. All right, focused energy here. There could be something coming through with that. Or it could just be trusting your intuition here. You may have a child. You may be looking back and reminiscing about your childhood also here. And I mean, showing up with the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is all about wishes coming true here, about being secure and stable and independent, really strong. I mean, she's following, crows are messages here, messengers. She's following her guidance here from the universe, honestly, for her true path, her true purpose, for her journey here. Again, I'm feeling being pushed in a direction that will benefit you here a lot. Let's pull just a couple more from this last deck here before we close this out. And let's talk about the future. What, I can't predict the future, but what could be a potential outcome? All right. I mean, this is just a story here, but what could be a potential outcome here? All right. Wow. Okay. So we have the High Priestess again, trusting your intuition, hidden knowledge coming out. And in this one here, in this High Priestess card, there's a ship. I'm really feeling like this hidden knowledge is coming to light. Either you're discovering something within yourself, being shown something by, the universe, the spirit world, however you view that. Everybody's different here. And, your ships have come in. This is going to lead you to success. Maybe financial success, like I mentioned earlier here. You're being directed to trust your intuition here. Judgment. This is karma. I mean, this is a decision's been made. The horn has been blown. This is for you. This is your journey. This is for you alone. All the great goodness and success is for you. And honestly, I see somebody who's graduated here. You've learned a lot on this journey. Making a wish too. You may have made a wish, or you may be making a wish, or you may be able to see your wishes actually come true right here. I mentioned that earlier. The Nine of Pentacles is more about independence, but I saw, I felt a lot of Nine of Cups energy with that, wishes coming true. I feel like you followed your heart, you're graduating, you're learning more. This could be messages coming in. Also, pages are all about messages, information coming in, like, wow, this new opportunity has opened up for you, and you're so grateful for that. This is really beautiful here. No doubt, some hard work had to be done on your part, and a little bit of maturing. I feel, and I don't mean to be rude about that, but I think we all need to mature, in different ways as we get older. Constantly, we all need to grow and learn from our past experiences and lessons here. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.